I'm going to say something brave. Art is subjective. And yes, you are allowed to quote me on that. Something that I think is good, you might think is terrible. Similarly, something you enjoy might not be my favorite. You can't say that art is good or bad because those words are defined by our own individual definitions and interpretations of things. Except for the NFT monkey Rick and Morty parody knockoff series used to promote cryptocurrencies. That shit is impossibly bad. There is no good in that. Satan is alive and he is here. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me here today. Now, as someone who runs a commentary channel, I usually have to be pretty careful about which stories I talk about because sometimes people on the internet do things with the knowledge that channels like mine are going to cover them and end up promoting them. Commentary is responsible for a lot of weirdos boosting their audience, and it's sometimes a double-edged sword for someone with millions of followers on YouTube to try and roast someone, only to give them the attention they were intending to gather. And I think that something similar happened with NFTs, because enough people made fun of them that it got entered into the national conversation. As a refresher, buying an NFT is essentially art collecting, except it's digital, so you just own the receipt. The goal is to sell your NFT for more than you paid for it. I will admit, it's a cute idea, and I do like the idea of digital art being appreciated this way. But as it is now, I'm not a fan, because the energy used to create these harms the planet. Scammers are using this as a way to bankrupt people out of their savings, and it's backed by like the lamest celebrities possible. Jimmy Fallon? That's who you want on your team? I've made a few tweets making fun of NFTs, and the Twitter algorithm must have been like, hey, this guy sure likes these things, because it recommended this delightful account to me. The Red Ape Family, a fully animated space comedy web series about the monkey NFT line. It's a show about NFTs, it's powered by NFTs, and you can buy the characters as NFTs. Take a shot every time I say the word NFTs in this video. You might die. Now, a clip of this has already gone viral on Twitter because of its... Well, I'll just show it to you. Fuck! Yeah, okay, so it looks a little... I'm trying to say something positive here. Rushed. I am well aware that animation takes a lot of time and effort to pull off. I have friends who do animation, and I have seen firsthand how hard that process is, and I know that, gun to my head, I could never do that. I know it's easy to quickly judge this and say it looks bad, but I don't think I could animate anything better than that in 10 years, even if you paid me. But nevertheless, for people who claim to be getting immensely rich off of these NFTs, you'd think they'd be able to afford higher quality animations. And the comments beneath this tweet absolutely agree with me, if not to a more harsh degree. Despite the negative feedback, however, the creators and financial backers of this show keep promoting it, almost to a smugly confident degree. So I decided to watch the first episode of this web series and see for myself if that is the quality of the whole thing. And let me tell you, yeah, of course it is. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. Let's watch and break down the first sequence that you see in this episode. This is the first 30 seconds it shows you.
Bugger. Fuck! Stupid, nonsensical, goddamn Yetis are at it again.
Leave it to me, boys.
So basically, if you like NFTs, Elon Musk, and Rick and Morty style humor, this is the show for you. Also, I'm afraid of you. So we see a shoddily built spaceship called the Musk 1. Cringe, leaving Earth. Then the ship comes across two Yetis and the faceless bloody monkey driving the ship hits one. Let me just check something. And yeah, the Yetis are NFTs too. I feel bad for the people who licensed the Yeti NFTs because that is a pretty shitty cameo to get. Like, can you imagine your character shows up for 2 seconds and then gets its head blown off? That would kind of be like if I showed up in another YouTuber's video for like a flash of screen time before they violently murder me. Oh god, that actually sounds kind of fun. If any of my creator friends want to include me in their video just to murder me, call me. As you saw by this sequence of one of the monkeys getting out and shooting the Yeti, the pacing in this show is also extremely strange. Knocking the animation is one thing, but I think the pacing of these shots is also what kind of brings the quality down and makes this so weird to look at. Another creative choice the show made was the voice acting. And by creative choice, I mean oversight.
Hey, buddy, you flown this thing before, or, Well, actually, I had my first flight just last week. Long story short, ended up a little dead. Yeah, this is a good start. Yep, real good.
No animated show should feature a character that sounds this lifeless. It's possible to portray a gruff character, an apathetic one even, but this isn't how. I know that these things are called bored apes, and they might be trying to emulate that, but an entire show where the delivery is this monotone and dull sounds equivalent to medieval torture. I'm not going to show you the entire show because 1, it's not fun, and 2, I think I might get sued into oblivion by these guys. But let's take another look at the scene that went viral on Twitter that I showed you earlier.
Fuck! No humans detected. Dope.
No humans detested. I hate bashing things like typos and spelling errors because those are rather innocent mistakes, but it just kind of adds to the point that this whole thing feels very rushed and not really carefully crafted.
We're doing 2-for-1 discounts on Gravity shoes for the little ones.
Sick. Size 14 and 200 kg, my man. What that?
Naughty.
Yeah, okay, I think that's enough. The quality of this show leads me to 3 possible conclusions. 1, this show is rushed in order to capitalize off the popularity of NFTs in the moment. 2, this show is created so that people like me would review it and bash it and unintentionally promote it to a wide new audience. And 3, this show is made by people who are not animators and do not actually care about how it comes off, just so long as their product is shown off. It doesn't matter which of these options you would rather believe, they all lead to the same point, which is that this show was made poorly and probably intentionally. Art, again, is subjective. That hasn't changed since the start of the video. I think this show is not good, but someone out there might think this is the next great animated sitcom. It's not my place to declare this as bad just because that's my interpretation of it. So instead, I will say that in my opinion, this show is made rushed, and NFTs are a fad that I hoped would die out a week after their introduction. Please support local artists. Please spend your money on art that you can hang up in your wall and brighten your home. Commission a furry artist to draw you as a wolf. I don't care. As long as you are supporting real artists, go nuts. If you are an artist, draw nuts. I don't care. All right, are most of you gone? Okay, so the people who are still here, I'm giving you an exclusive deal on my new line of NFTs. They're called Fucked Up Duncans, and they're just warped pictures of my profile on YouTube. They're each $2 billion, and please pay me. I gotta spend this money on drugs. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you sticking around and watching the whole video. This channel is pretty much me just ranting about my opinions, and it means a lot to me that a lot of you care about what I have to say. And I have so many opinions. You can like the video, you can subscribe, you can dislike if you really want, or you could subscribe to me on Patreon. These beautiful people are doing it, so I would recommend you join them and do the same thing. The link to my Patreon will be in my description. Alright team, you know the drill. Go have an amazing week and do something kind for yourself or others. This life is short, so don't waste it buying NFTs. Go text a friend, go watch a movie, do anything besides buy an NFT. They're such a waste of time and money. Again, thank you for watching. Stay safe. I love you lots. Bye.